Before we begin, just a gentle note. This audio is for relaxation and general comfort only. It isn't medical advice, and it isn't a replacement for professional support. If you are experiencing serious health concerns, please speak with a qualified professional. For now, this is simply a calm space, a place where the night does not feel so loud, a place where nothing is required from you. Night anxiety often feels different from daytime worry. During the day, there are distractions, noise, movement, tasks. At night, those distractions disappear, and what remains can feel amplified. Thoughts seem louder in the dark. Sensations seem sharper. Time feels slower. You may notice your heart more, your breathing more, your thoughts more. Nothing about that means something is wrong. The quiet simply makes everything more noticeable. And when things are more noticeable, they can feel bigger than they are. Right now, there is no immediate danger in this room. Nothing pressing in on you. Nothing requiring action. The night can feel intense, but intensity does not equal threat. Your body may still carry some leftover alertness from the day. That is normal. The nervous system does not always switch off instantly. It unwinds gradually. You do not need to force calm. You do not need to eliminate every anxious thought. You only need to reduce pressure. Night anxiety often grows when we try to control it. When we ask, "Why am I feeling this?" Or, "How do I make it stop?" Tonight, we are not trying to make anything stop. We are allowing it to soften on its own. Notice your breathing, not to change it, just to observe it. Air moving in, air moving out. Even if it feels slightly shallow, that is all right. It will deepen naturally when pressure eases. If your mind begins scanning for problems, you can gently respond. Nothing needs solving right now. Not dismissively. Not aggressively. Just calmly. Nothing needs solving right now. Night anxiety often tries to convince you that something must be handled immediately. But very few things truly require 2 a.m. decisions. Most things can wait for daylight. Daylight brings perspective. Night magnifies uncertainty. You are not required to think clearly at this hour. You are not required to prepare for every possibility. You are allowed to rest even if uncertainty exists. Your body is lying down, supported, still. The surface beneath you is steady. The room is quiet. These are signs of safety. If your chest feels slightly tight, you can soften your shoulders. Let them drop a little. Sometimes the body relaxes first, and the mind follows. If your jaw is tense, allow it to loosen. There is nothing to brace against. If your thoughts repeat, that is habit. Repetition does not make them urgent. It simply means your mind is trying to feel prepared. You can let repetition fade without engaging. You do not need to check anything right now. Not your phone, not the time, not tomorrow's plan. Everything can remain as it is until morning. Night anxiety often feels like anticipation without a clear target, a sense of something, but that something rarely has a shape. You do not need to give it one. You can let the feeling exist without feeding it. You can allow the sensation to move through without interpreting it. Even if your heart feels slightly faster than usual, it will settle. The body naturally returns to baseline when it senses that effort has stopped. So we remove effort. No controlling, no analyzing, no fixing, just breathing, just lying here, just letting the night pass. You are not alone in experiencing this. Many minds feel louder at night. Many bodies hold alertness a little longer. It does not mean you are broken. It means you are human. Let your hands rest fully. No gripping, no preparing, just resting. Let your legs grow heavier, supported, still. You do not need to predict tomorrow right now. You do not need to rehearse conversations. You do not need to solve problems in advance. Tomorrow can hold tomorrow. Tonight holds stillness. If anxious thoughts arise again, gently say, "Morning will handle that," and return to your breath. Inhale softly. Exhale slowly. No need to perfect it. Just allow it. The nervous system settles when it feels unpressured. So we remove pressure. Nothing to achieve, nothing to correct, nothing to manage. You are safe to soften, safe to slow down, safe to let your thoughts dim slightly. Night anxiety eases when resistance eases. So we stop resisting. We allow. We breathe. We rest. As you remain here, nothing new is required from you. The night does not need your vigilance. It does not need your preparation. It does not need your mental energy. Night anxiety often feels like alertness without a clear reason. A quiet scanning. A subtle readiness. But readiness is not required in this room. You are lying down, supported, still. Nothing is approaching. Nothing is escalating. Nothing is demanding action. If your mind tries to check for something again, you can gently remind it. There is nothing to respond to right now. Not sharply, not forcefully, just calmly. There is nothing to respond to right now. The quiet can sometimes feel unfamiliar. During the day, your attention is spread outward. At night, attention turns inward. Sensations become clearer. Thoughts become louder. But clarity does not equal danger. Loudness does not equal urgency. Your heart may feel more noticeable simply because everything else is quiet. That does not mean it is racing out of control. It means there are fewer distractions around it. You can let it beat without monitoring it. Your breathing may feel slightly uneven at first. That is all right. It will find its own rhythm when you stop evaluating it. The body corrects gently when pressure leaves. Sigh. Let your shoulders sink again, even if you've already softened them. There is no limit to how many times you can release tension. Each time you soften, the body receives the signal again. No threat, no task, no urgency. Night anxiety often tries to pull you into the future. What if? What about? What happens if? But the future is not here in this room. Only the present is here. And the present is still. You are not required to solve future possibilities in the dark. Morning light changes perspective. Morning light reduces distortion. Night magnifies uncertainty. Daylight softens it. So the work of thinking belongs to the day. The work of resting belongs to the night. If a thought repeats, you can let it repeat without answering it. Repetition does not require engagement. It can echo and fade, without you stepping in. Notice the surface beneath you again. It has not moved. It has not shifted. It continues to hold you without effort. You are supported fully. You do not need to brace against anything. Your hands can remain open, your fingers loose, your jaw relaxed, your tongue resting. Small signals of safety, small signals of calm. Night anxiety sometimes brings a sense of restlessness, an urge to adjust, to move, to check. You can notice the urge without obeying it. Urges rise, urges peak, urges pass. You remain still. Nothing is wrong with you for feeling alert at night. The body sometimes carries leftover energy from the day. That energy drains gradually when it is not fed. So we do not feed it. We do not chase it. We do not analyze it. We let it burn out quietly. You do not need to be perfectly calm. You only need to reduce effort. Even slight softening helps. Even one slow breath helps. Even one unclenched muscle helps. If your mind tries to review earlier conversations, you can let them remain unfinished. You do not need to rewrite them. You do not need to improve them. The past does not need editing at this hour. If your mind tries to prepare for tomorrow's conversations, you can gently remind yourself that belongs to tomorrow, and return to your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Unforced, unmeasured. Night anxiety often convinces you that staying alert is protective. But in this moment, alertness is unnecessary. Nothing here requires protection. Nothing here requires preparation. You are allowed to lower your guard. Let your eyelids grow heavier. even if they are already closed. Let the muscles around them soften. There is nothing to watch for, nothing to monitor, nothing to track. Your body understands how to settle when you stop asking it questions. So we stop asking, we stop evaluating, we stop checking. You may notice the gaps between thoughts lengthening now, small pauses appearing naturally. That is the nervous system shifting. You do not need to stretch those pauses. They widen on their own. If a sudden thought appears again, you can greet it calmly. There you are, and allow it to drift away. No argument, no debate, just drifting. You are not responsible for controlling the night. The night moves forward on its own. Time passes without supervision. You do not need to push it along. Your breathing may now feel slower, softer, less deliberate. That is the body adjusting. You are not making it happen. You are allowing it. Your chest rises gently, falls gently, without effort, without instruction. If anxiety feels like a wave, remember that waves peak and fall. They do not hold their highest point forever. You are already on the downward side simply by lying still, simply by not reacting. Nothing in this room is escalating. Nothing is building. Nothing is approaching. Everything is steady. Everything is quiet. You are safe to dim your awareness further, safe to drift, safe to loosen your grip on thought. Let your mind blur slightly, not disappear, just blur, like lowering brightness, like stepping back. There is no need to measure how calm you are, no need to judge your progress. You are already doing enough by remaining here. If you wake again later tonight, this same softness applies. No frustration, no urgency, just returning to breath, returning to stillness, returning to quiet. Night anxiety loses intensity when you stop wrestling with it, and you have stopped wrestling. You are simply resting. Let your shoulders sink a little deeper. Let your hands feel warmer and heavier. Let your legs settle into the surface beneath you. You are not behind. You are not out of control. You are simply unwinding. And unwinding takes time. The mind slows in layers. The body follows. And you remain safe through each layer. Even if you can still hear my voice clearly, that is fine. You do not need to lose awareness instantly. Sleep arrives gradually, often unnoticed. Thoughts stretch further apart. Breathing deepens. Time becomes less important. You do not need to watch for that shift. It happens when effort leaves. There is nothing left to prepare for tonight, nothing left to solve, nothing left to manage. The day is done, the night is steady.